Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This video will be about the full moon in Taurus on Tuesday and Wednesday, October 23rd and October 24th. Now we have the full moon in Taurus, and this is about finding security, finding stability, finding our roots, grounding ourselves, because we tend to go to what's comfortable. We tend to go to what's securing in our nature when we have this Taurus energy. And we really want to pay attention particularly to our savings, our debt, practical matters, but also we want to dive deeper into our emotions because the sun is entering Scorpio on September 23rd, and it gives us a time to really dig deeper within our, not just ourselves and our shadows, but our emotions as well, because Taurus likes to kind of sit on the very top of things because it doesn't really want to dig too deep. It's comfortable being at the top. It's comfortable being in the material world. It's comfortable being in its earthly form and its roots and its grounding. But Scorpio is really asking us to dig deeper inside of our shadows and inside of our emotions to really see, why is that there, and is there something that we need to reevaluate? So having the sun and the moon being in opposition allows us to let go of control, for one, because I want to emphasize that Scorpio and Taurus energy is really they're both fixated, so they really want to just grab onto things, hold on to things. Taurus wants to find that stability, and Scorpio wants to grab anything it can, or grab emotions, grab this raw energy with its tail and suck it all in and take it to its underworld, basically. So these signs are fixated in a sense that they just want to take control. So Scorpio might want to take control of its partner, take control of its money, and Taurus wants to take control of its reality, wants to take control of its family, its kids. So this need for control, this need to control our future or control our reality, instead of, and it leaves no room for the universe to work its magic. That's one thing I like to say, because it's kind of stubborn energy. So you want to be careful with thinking you know it all, thinking that you have it all, thinking that you've worked on yourself already, because it really leaves no room say hi for the universe to work its magic. So this stubborn energy is also going to be opposite Mercury. So you want to pay attention to how you're communicating at this time, because we have Mercury in Scorpio as well. So the things that we say, the intellectual energy that's coming through, is also going to be this raw emotional energy, yet it's going to be in opposition. It's going to maybe clash or teach us something with how we're feeling, because we might feel deep down that we just want to be grounded, remain on the surface, and worry about our stability. But Scorpio is going to come in and probably wreck some shit in your life, or wreck what you say, and just be like, you need to go deeper than that. Like, stop just being on the surface. You need to go deeper than that. And okay, I'm talking too negative right now about the Taurus moon. It's really not that bad. I'm actually a Taurus moon. So Taurus moon is great for getting what you want. On the other hand, it's great for finding what makes you stable, finding what makes you grounded, finding what it is that you desire. But first, the reason why I emphasize that the Scorpio is really going to make us go deeper and looking at, deeper layers of our soul, is because we can't have all of that unless we do the Scorpio work. And that's what the sun is telling us. So the moon and the sun, what is missing out of your life? And this whole energy episode that's happening is really relating to September 12th and kind of what happened around in September. So think back to September and see where is somewhere that I could have achieved my greatness, but what was stopping me in a sense? What had pulled me back or pulled me under to reevaluate what I was doing just wasn't in alignment with my higher self, and thus did not allow me to move forward on what it is that I actually desired. This could be something with self-worth. This could be something with self-value. So is it something that you are not allowing yourself to see? Maybe a certain situation, or maybe it's something where you're not allowing yourself to progress in work related, in money related, in job related, because you need more self-value. You have been told all your life maybe that you weren't great enough. Maybe you don't look at yourself in the eyes enough and tell yourself that you're great, or you tell yourself that you're worth it, or you tell yourself that you matter and that you have a purpose. All of these things are amazing to be telling yourself, to allow yourself to grow deeper within yourself and allow for that stability to come in through naturally. Because what's deep always comes out naturally. So I ask you all to claim what's yours and only express your gratitude for the great things in life, because those are what's going to bring you in more blessings, more stability, more of what's yours and what you deserve. And I ask you all to break the patterns of attaching to what's familiar, attaching to what's comfortable, attaching to what you're supposed to do, or what society wants you to do. Instead, find what you want to do. Find what you love to do. Find your passion and call in more blessings to yourself by by breaking the pattern of just finding what's comfortable and finding what's familiar, and go out there and dig deeper into the underworld of your being so that you can shine where you've been in your journey and allow for more blessings to come in. And just trust in the life cycles. Let the universe play out its magic. I want to emphasize this because this energy is going to want us to control things. We're going to want to control things. We're going to want to have this dominant presence of thinking we control our reality. But we have free will only a percentage of the time, and really what matters, what happens to us sometimes is in the hands of the universe, whether we like it or not, because, well, some of us have to pay off karmic debt and, you know, all that jazz. So keep tending the natural cycles of life, people. Say hi. Okay. Alright, so another thing to talk about. Moon and Uranus. Now, we talked about Uranus moving into Taurus back in like May or something. And so this Uranus energy, Uranus, is really erratic. That it just likes to like move through stuff. But it does that because it believes in evolution. It believes in breaking structure, and it believes in breaking rules. It's a rebel, and it just wants to progress. It just wants to evolutionize, progress. So when we have Uranus conjunct the moon right now, we're progressing our moon in Taurus. We're progressing our moon that we're feeling more stable, but we want to break through that to reach liberation. We want to break through that with the surprise from Uranus that is going to aim towards our money, relationships, self-worth, or values. So I highlight those because I want you guys and myself and everyone listening to this video to pay attention to those themes in your life, because this could bring about many disruptive endings for some of you. Maybe an ending of a job, maybe an ending of a relationship that didn't serve your higher path. Maybe, like I said in my last video, maybe this money that you lost is coming back. With Uranus, you really don't know because it likes to play with you. Whatever needs to be done for evolution, it will be done. Because if you need to lose a sum of money to realize some shit about your life and your savings, then you will. But if you need to gain some money because you have been doing the work, because you know your value and these blessings are coming in, then it's going to do that too, because that's what's going to evolutionize your life path. And that's what Uranus does. So disruptive ending or unexpected gift. Think back to September 12th or September to see like how this theme is interacting with your life and how it's going to go from here if you've been doing the work. Right now we have a square in the nodes, so this is really telling us like we've been here before. This is kind of like a repeated pattern. So think about how you have seen this episode in your life before, and how that is going to manifest differently this time, because you're not sticking on to what's familiar. You're not using the old knowledge that you had, but you're using the new wisdom and the new knowledge that you have acquired to bring this second chance into light. So ask yourself, how did your values or your self-worth support this happening in your life, for the better or for the worse? And how can we remove that blockage from September and step into the light and remain detached? Because Taurus wants to attach to material things to find comfort. Being an earthly sign, being this bull, we want to stick to what's comfortable, like I said. So often this Taurus energy, or if you're someone who has a lot of Taurus in your chart, this could be Taurus rising, moon, sun, you often find stability and comfort into material things. Now, it's not for everybody, because you could be a Taurus moon but have very little Taurus in your chart, like myself. Yes, I like material things, but I don't really find comfort in them. I think I'm more of like an intellectual based type of person. So it just depends. But if you would like a birth chart reading, go ahead and click the link in the description to get a descriptive audio of your birth chart. I'll start at like $30, and that's usually like around 30 minutes of me talking in the audio, just highlighting some key points in your birth chart. And then if you want something deeper, like soul oriented, check the description below. So how we're going to step into this light, I want to say one more thing. How we're going to step into this light and how we're going to play it right this time is we're gonna follow the rules, because we have a trine with the moon in Taurus and Saturn in Capricorn. So it's like, how you're gonna transform those emotions is you're gonna follow the rules. You're gonna do the work, basically, and you're not gonna fuck around. This is not about a time to just relax. This is about a time to actually do the work, people. So your safety depends on your need for stability. Learn to accept change as a part of your life and as a part of who you are. And that is really how you flow with the universe. So ask yourself, what's missing in your life? Namaste, and have a beautiful, beautiful October. And I'll see y'all next month.